Today in the wood yard, we're taking wood from my brother's storage and we're putting it in his house coming up right now. So now I'm the farthest point I can be from the house, which is really smart, right? I'm the farthest point I could be from my wood pile to my house. So you'll see what I got to do, but this is better than how I used to do it. And now I can actually drive around the back side of my yard here and pile this wood in here. I used to have to wheel it on a wheelbarrow like Chris does with his little wheelbarrow in his wood yard. We clean up his bark and stuff. And he does need a tractor. You guys he's been telling me that. He does. So anyways, we're going to throw some wood down and I'm going to show you my wood chute I built with my chainsaw. Pretty simple deal. You might like it if you need that situation. So, tell them about this wood. This is basically your garbage wood that you don't sell.
Yeah, this is a lot of stuff I don't sell. It's odds and ends and mixed pieces and broke off ends and little cookie pieces. And I mean, there's good wood in here too. I don't burn all junk in my house. But I tend to sell my better, pretty wood to my customers. And I tend to, that's just how it is.
Which a lot of people do.
You sell your good stuff and you burn your junk.
Yeah.
So I heat my garage. I got a furnace in my garage and I have a furnace in my house. So I heat both separately with two different furnaces.
We're going to show you that. We're going to show you his wood stove in his garage, which is awesome. He has a heated garage. It's not just heated, it's a sauna.
Yeah, I can be 100 degrees if I want it. It's actually it's an old furnace out of a house. It's a big furnace. It's in a 2-stall garage, so it doesn't take much.
It's awesome.
It's really nice in there. It's my man. It's my man cave.
Yeah, he pulls his vehicles in the tractor and truck, whatever, in half an hour it's thawed out, all the sauce is off, and you can work on stuff.
It's never under 50 degrees in the morning when I go out there. I do got more wood out back here if you want to come look.
Yeah, we'll go out there.
So this wood out here is what I call my garage wood, which is more of the odds and ends and junk and just pieces and all these little cookies. People don't want to deal with all these,
They burn great.
They all burn. They're a pain to deal with. There's good wood in here too. This is real good maple right here. There's some hickory in here I see.
Yeah.
And then that's the outside row of that inside my woodshed there. So, but this is basically what I call my garage wood. There's some popple in there. There's pine, anything I cleaned up in the backyard.
Yeah. So we're gonna put some in his, take some down the house first. You're gonna see that he's got a custom made chute built with a chainsaw. It's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's all right.
This four.
Yeah. Take them home.
I can take them home and get rid of them. Hope we're both healthy enough to actually trap.
Yeah. That's enough. All right, so here's the chute. What I did is I had a plastic culvert. I measured out what I needed, so I cut it off with the chainsaw. And then I cut it in half, and I built some legs on it. Just screwed it in. This is double-walled culvert, smooth down the middle. It slides nice. When this one's wore out, I'll use the other half. So it works pretty nice.
It works awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think it's that great, but I used to carry this wood down there.
That's why it's great.
That's really saves me a lot of work.
So anyway, throw some on there. We'll show everybody how fast it is.
This is a lot better than carrying it.
Yeah. One out here so you can show it right from outside.
Yeah. This is so much better than carrying it, I don't care.
Really good.
And it builds up down there and then I go down and got to pile a little bit, but we're not putting down that much. Just one row. So this is actually pretty good wood here. This is all oak. Most of this. Well, if you want to, we can also show my wife's beaver.
get comments on that. So Ken went out to get another load, and I'm going to clean up and get the wood stacked while he's getting another load. Hopefully I can get it mostly done by the time he gets here, so we can get this job done so we can actually get outside and do some real work instead of just playing in the house like this. It's a good thing I've stacked wood once or twice before. I kind of know how to do it, because it's hard work. Technical wise, you know, you got to pick it up, you got to lift it, and then you got to set it down. So it's pretty complicated. It's 18 below this morning outside. We're in northern Wisconsin, and in here right now it's probably 70, so I'm already starting to sweat. So one of the things that's kind of a benefit of keeping your wood in by your furnace area, obviously you don't have to go too far to put it in, but any moisture in the wood gets sucked right out of it. He said he can put wood down here that's like halfway dry in the fall once he gets his furnace going. Like this whole stack could be all partially dry wood, and then the stack over on the side over here could be ready to burn wood. And so by the time he gets this wood burned, this wood over here, which might only be, you know, partially dry, it's totally dry. He said by the time he gets to this wood after burning that wood, because it's basically in a mini kiln here, because he's got the wood heat. It's warm down here in this room. The air is being sucked through here, so it really dries the wood fast. So he should be here pretty soon, I would think, unless he's slacking out there again. So here's his other pile he's got. He usually goes up quite high with it when he does fill the whole room, and then this whole area here is all full all the time too. So there you go. It came right down here with the wood. He's up there blowing his butt out, and it came right down with the wood. Unreal. He's an animal. Oh, it's getting worse. I got quite a variety here too. Yeah. I don't know if I'll talk about that. Yeah, we can do that when we get down there. You can talk about your furnace. That's white ash, that's red oak, that's yellow birch. There's maple, that's popple. Hard maple. There's some white oak in here. There's a little bit of everything. Here's a piece of soft maple, hard maple, cherry, red oak, everything. Well, you guys that do firewood, you know what firewood is. A lot of work. I'm sweating. It's 0 out. It was 18 below this morning. We started late because we didn't want to go outside. That's yellow birch on top there, but whatever. We got a lot of variety here. I'm trying to avoid all these little pieces because that's what I take in the garage over there. So. make enough of a load. This wheelbarrow, by the way, is awesome. Cart, whatever you call it. Do about 4 more loads, we'll have enough in there for a while.
How long is a while?
Depends how cold it is.
Yeah.
If it's 20 below for a week, I don't know. But I got a whole nother wall down there full.
Yeah.
We're just doing one short little wall. When I put this in the woodshed, because it was not to be sold, it was my wood. I never covered it up, and it got rained on a lot last summer, and it was kind of getting moldy.
There's a little bit of mold on some.
And it never really got dry when I put it in a woodshed.
Yeah.
So I like to get a bunch down here ahead so that it can dry, because once it's in the basement with the wood furnace burning, it really dries fast.
Yeah.
It's not like a green wood, it just was damp. It never got fully dried.
How many times have you touched your wood here now?
Oh God. It's way too many.
Way too many, yep. Same as anybody else.
Yeah, we just carried ashes out, so that was the last time for that last wood. It got dumped out in the woods back here, so you gotta remember that's part of taking care of your wood too. We gotta carry them ashes out.
Yeah.
Final resting place. A knot like this is a big knot. That's like putting a piece of coal in there, as hard as a rock.
Yeah, a lot of people turn their nose up at those, but that's
this
the
is all
good
night,
stuff.
man. You put some of these in there.
Yeah, because you get that, it's a real tight grain where the branch is trying to hang onto the tree and the tree is trying to hang onto the branch.
It's
so
all twisted. And
it's not fun to cut or split, but it's awesome to burn.
awesome to burn. Yeah, a lot of people think they gotta have pretty wood, whatever. Ugly wood actually burns longer and hotter. It just doesn't handle well. Here's a piece of junk. Kind of punky. I don't know what that is. I can't even tell.
Looks like balsa.
It'll burn. No, I think it's actually dead elm.
Oh.
That's a little overdue, but it'll burn. Put that in the daytime when it's warm.
That's kind of what's nice about you having a mixture, is that you can save your better wood for at night and burn the crap during the day.
Definitely. You'll put it in, if it's warm outside, you just want to keep the fire alive, you just throw in some like here. This is black ash. Burns up pretty quick. It burns kind of like popple almost. That's black ash. Soft maple, same thing. It burns fast. Enough to keep the fire going during the day, so you don't have to make a new fire every night. Normally, that's not an issue this time of year, though. Same thing with basswood, it'll burn pretty quick.
Yeah, basswood burns fast. I'd sell most of my basswood for campfire wood. I sell it once in a while to someone for a fireplace when they don't care what it is.
Yeah, this is black ash. This is black ash. That white birch burns up pretty quick too. It's nice for starting a fire in the morning. Though. It takes off pretty good.
Well, I know some of the viewers that we have on the channel that are from the northern European countries, Finland and Sweden and Norway. They that's their hardwood, is that white birch. That's all they have. It's the only hardwood they have.
Well,
to burn.
Is a hardwood. Here's a piece of cedar that weighs like nothing.
Yeah.
For later. This is white birch. It's pretty heavy because it never was split. I'll get a couple more on there. I'm sweating.
Yeah, I'm sweating just standing here.
Too many clothes on.
It warmed up a lot. It's
But
up
my
to
fingers are cold.
It's up to 0 now.
My fingers are always cold because I froze my fingers too many times.
Well, that along with abusing them and carpal tunnel and arthritis and all that.
Arthritis and smashed.
And swollen knuckles cuts down on circulation. And
Yep.
that's what happens when you get to be old.
It sucks to get old. Don't ever get old. No, don't die young either. Right? Well, like the old saying was, if I knew we was going to live this long, I would have took better care of it.
So the real story with the cart, you need to tell everybody the real story with the cart.
Okay, so the real story with the cart is, I always did this with a wheelbarrow. So the wife went and bought this cart, and I was all PO'd because she paid a lot of money for it. Best thing she ever bought. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably 400 or 500 pounds of wood right there.
Right.
And I can pull it like nothing. A wheelbarrow, you're always fighting a wheelbarrow on that one wheel.
Yeah. Well, you can get double wheeled ones, but still you got.
But this holds a lot.
And you set it down, it works good. And
I love it.
A lot. Yeah.
Best thing she ever bought.
Yeah, I know.
It's a Rubbermaid, whatever. It's some kind of cart thing. I don't know. They make different sizes.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
pretty
probably
awesome.
one of the bigger ones. But for doing this, it's awesome.
Yep. So after you throw that chunk, tell them about your wife's beaver.
Okay, that's a joke here, right? So come on in the house. I want to show you my wife's beaver. It's the cutest thing you ever see. Well, there it is. I don't know if you can see it up there. That's a little black beaver. I had it mounted for her. Took it to a taxidermist. The guy did a beautiful job on it. And there's my wife's beaver. And she was thrilled to get it because she likes them little beavers. She likes them black ones. I'm a beaver trapper by trade. Me and Chris both. So yeah, we kill stuff. There's a little bit of everything hanging on the walls here. Yeah, it's full of cobwebs probably. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay, wood time again.
Wood. I think we better call that good.
Found out you don't want to have your foot in the way. Hear that? Found out you don't want to have your foot in the way. Well, before I was way back there, and it didn't hit me full speed, but hard enough to know not to stand there.
There's an all-nighter there. See that crotch of the old thing? That's a crotch of a tree right there.
Yep, those are excellent.
That's an all-nighter. Where the hell I got that from? Oh yeah, that'll fit. That furnace is pretty deep. That can hold on. Everything should be cut, but you got to battle it too much.
checking Ken's garage here. We just got done putting wood into the house, but we're going to show you his 2 different stoves he's got. So here's his stove that's in his garage.
So this is a used stove. It's a Charmaster made in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Whether they still make them, I don't know. A guy?
Minnesota or Michigan?
Minnesota.
Okay.
That's not that far from here, maybe 150 miles, maybe. So anyway, a guy had it in his house and he upgraded or downgraded or whatever, and he just wanted to get rid of it. He was going to sell it for scrap for 50 bucks. So I gave him 50 bucks. And it heats my garage. It's a furnace for a house. It was made, you could pipe hot water in it or forced air. So I just got the plumbing coming off the top and just blows out in the garage, because I have no ductwork in my garage. So it just, there's my little baffle here with cardboard. It's where I dry my gloves and stuff. And I got an air filter just sitting on the intake over there. Yeah. And it's good enough.
But your garage is how big?
So this, well, you could actually fit 3 cars in here if it wasn't full of junk.
Probably almost 30 by 30.
It's pretty close to 30 by 30. Yeah. Right now it's 70 degrees in here. And we really haven't had a fire hardly.
No.
So, I mean, if I fire that up and open up that damper, it'll be 110 in here. You can't stand it. You got to open the doors.
It's awesome.
It's nice when you come in and it's cold at night and I just stand here. It's like my man cave. I can stand there, talk on my phone, and return my phone calls, because the house is never as warm as this garage. Never.
Now you burn all your really, really junk stuff.
Well, this is just a little bit of everything. There's good wood here. I mean, this is soft maple, this is hard maple, that's yellow birch, that's oak, that's hard maple. Here's a piece of junk that I wouldn't sell. That's a rotten piece of punky whatever. But yeah.
There you go. That's his garage stove.
Here's the garage stove. So we're gonna fire it up. Okay, here's the old chute. Just coming out. It's nice and light. It's a pretty simple thing. I just custom built some legs on it, screwed them on. And this culvert is double walled. It is gonna wear through eventually. You can see where sometimes they get helpers in here and they throw the wood. You shouldn't throw it because it's starting to wear through these. What if it does? I got the other half.
You could turn it around too.
Yeah, you could do that too. Switch the legs around, use the other end. So I've been using this, I don't know, I'm gonna say, God, I don't know, 5-6 years now. And I like it.
Yeah. Well, it's good on
because like I said before, I used to carry it down my arms. It sucks. We got to do a little cleanup of bark. It's normal. So this is what we just put in, this whole wall here. That's, without measuring it, I don't know, but I'd say it's probably a face cord and a half.
That's what I would guess, half a cord, yeah. Face cord and a half, yeah.
So about that.
This is 6 feet high here.
Yeah, and that's like 10 feet at least.
Yeah, yeah, I'd say for sure over a half of a full cord. And you got wood over here too, so that's kind of like, is that like emergency backup or?
No, it's just, we had this cold weather coming here, and I wanted to get more of that wood in the basement so it can dry a little longer, because it's not as dry as I like it. So now I won't burn this wood, I'll burn this wood next. Yeah, because this has been down here for a month.
So this wood will be here for a month before you get to it?
Maybe, yeah.
So how much drier do you think it'll get?
I'm just throwing some numbers out there. I would guess it's going to dry down another 10% from what it's at. Yeah. Maybe only 5%, I don't know. Because the wood was dried and cured, but it was rained on a long time and I didn't have it covered. And when I brought it home, it was wet, and I put it in a woodshed. You can see I got mold on it.
Mold burns.
Yeah, it all burns. I don't care. And you know, some people, oh, there's mold on that wood. Yeah. It dries back out, especially down here.
The reason some people notice that is if they're buying wood and there's mold and mushrooms growing on it, they know that the wood was wet at some point. They just don't know if it was wet a year ago and then dried,
right,
or if it was wet in the fall and then got froze. So that's what scares them.
So here's
the
other furnace. This is an Energy King. You see, this is the one that heats the house. This is hooked in. And I have a gas furnace right next to it here, but this is what heats the house most of the time. So I'm gonna throw one of these big ones in here just because I can.
How deep is your box?
All the way to the back.
Yeah, all the way to the back.
I could probably put a 30-inch stick in there, but it's hard to handle them.
So,
Here we are.
that's it. Now we're going to go cut wood.
Now we're gonna go to wood yard and do something productive.
So, that is the end of this video. We're going to go cut some wood now, so come back and watch that one. That'll be tomorrow, because I only give you one a day. That's more than you can handle anyway. So, hit the buttons, the like, subscribe button, you know what to do. Hit them all. We're going to go cut some wood. You should get out and do some cutting too. Good night.
Irene.
There you go.